color. And of course I'm going in with the concealer from Kryolan, and this one is in the shade D62, and as you can see it's quite pale and white, and the reason why I use that bright shade is just so that it can help my eyeshadows to pop out a little bit more. And then of course I'm going in with the Morphex Jefree Star Artistry palette, and the shadow that I'm using today is called What's the Tea, and of course this one is like a brownish shade, but I must say it has a little bit of I don't know, yellowish tint to it. I don't know if that makes any sense, but anyway, that's what I applied first as my transitioning shade. And of course next I'm going in with a darker shade, and this one is called Fast Lane. And of course now I'm just outlining how I want the shape of my crease to look, and I'm going in with the Real Techniques detail brush, and it's quite a small brush, and I just feel like it helps me be able to curve out what I need to, the shapes that I need to curve out, because it's quite a good detailing brush. And of course after that I'm just making sure that I go back in again and blend out that dark a little bit more so it doesn't look too harsh and unblended. So that's what I'm doing here. And then after that I'm just gonna go in with some concealer, the same one that we used previously to prime my eyelids, and this is what's gonna help me clean out that area and of course curve out that shape to look a little bit more neater. And then next I'm going in with a shade called Honest Truth, and this one is like an orangey shade but a little bit more lighter. It's more towards like leaning towards like the pastel colors, so I'm just making sure I pack that on the rest of the eyelid. And of course once I'm done with that I'm going in with some glitter liner, and I'm just gonna apply it exactly where we cut the crease, because I feel like it's gonna add a little bit of a drama once I apply that, rather than just leaving it blank or bland. I don't know if you know what I mean, but this could be a very nice look if you're going out on a date night. You know, a little bit of glitter really brightens up your eyes, especially if you're in a dark darker or romantic vibe type of thing. Do you get what I'm trying to say? But if you don't, anyway, just let it go. I'm just blabbing out words, but whew. So next I'm going in with some black gel liner, and of course I'm using the very black gel liner from LA Girl, and this is gonna create that extra drama that I really want. And I'm just gonna wing it out just like the rest of this look. It's all about winging it out, baby, and that's what I'm doing here. And then of course once I'm done with that I'm gonna go in to my lower lash line, and I'm just gonna apply it there, and I'm gonna take some of that glitter and just apply it on the inner corner of my eye, just to make things look a little bit more glammed up. So yeah. And then next I'm going in with the Stage Line Silk Veil Pore Minimizing Skin Refinisher Primer. Oh lord, that's a long word, goodness. Anyway, that's what I'm applying on my face just before I apply my foundation, and of course I'm using my hands to basically apply it well. And then I'm going in with the NYX Born to Glow Radiant Foundation, and this one is in a shade called Cappuccino. And of course I'm going in with the Morphe stippling foundation brush, and basically I love using this and a beauty blender are my favorite applicants. Okay, it's not a form, but yeah, it's my favorite more tools to apply my foundation, mainly because they do not leave any streaks or strokes, brush lines on my face. That's why I love using it, because it's just easy peasy, grab it, apply it and go. You don't have to spend so much time trying to blend in that foundation. And of course I'm going in with the NYX Born to Glow Radiant Concealer, and of course this one is actually very close to my complexion, so I'm just using it to lightly highlight underneath my eyes, as well as the bridge of my nose, my forehead, and lastly my cupid's bow, because these are the areas that I want to stand out a little bit more. And I find that when I use a Born to Glow foundation as well as a concealer, they actually give me that dewy look that I'm going for. And sometimes I don't even have to use any highlighter, because overall I've got the glow that I want, or rather the dewy skin finishing that I was going for. So what is the point? And then after that I'm just gonna go in with some mascara, and I'm just gonna apply it on my lower lash line, just to kind of like smoke out that lower lash area and bring the look together. And then next I'm going into the LA Girl Pro powder, and this one is a translucent powder, and of course I'm gonna be using this to mattify my face. And of course I'm using the latex sponge, or wet sponge rather. I'm just playing around with it just to see if I'm gonna get the same result as I would if I was using a non-translucent powder. And if you know me, you'd know that I love playing around and experimenting with all types of products in whichever which way that I can get any sort of like different looks. So that's me, and if you're joining me to my channel for the first time, now you know. So yeah, I do quite a lot of this. And of course, yeah, so I went ahead and took some powder brush, and I decided to just remove the excess powder. Did I get the same result as I would if I wasn't using a translucent powder? Basically yes, I saw no difference. Just don't use too much powder because it's white, otherwise it's gonna definitely show. I don't know why they even call it translucent, because sometimes this thing can just show and you don't want it to be visible. But anyway, I'm going in with the LA Girl Glam blush collection, and I'm going in with that bronzy or darker shade on there, and I'm just gonna bronze out all over my face. And here I am again playing around, and I just decided to go ahead and create that 3 type of like application look, and just to try and bronze out the rest of my face all at once, at one go. And then now I'm going in with the brightest or darkest pink blush on there, and I'm just gonna apply a bit of it on my apples of my cheeks. And of course, using the same palette, I'm going in with the highlighter. And if you know me, I'm just that type of girl who just loves using one palette type of eyeshadows, or whichever product that I'm using. I always love going in with one type of palette. Anyway, enough of my random blobs. So next I'm going in with the lipstick from MAC, and this one is a shade called Satin, and this one is a more brownish shade, and I didn't go in with any lip liner. And that's about it, you guys. Thank you so much for stopping by my channel. Please don't forget to subscribe, comment, like, and share. And until next time, bye bye.